All right, good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren, the Director of Training and Marketing here at Alta Realty Group. And today we're going to be joined by DJ Bibb, and we're going to talk about an interesting product that the Fidelity title has. So looking forward to this. I don't know much about the product, but Bill brought it to me, so I'm excited to learn. Bill, let me bring on you. Bill is, of course, our corporate broker. 1 second. All right. Good morning, Bill. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you? Sound like you got a little bit of a cold or something.
I am under the weather, my friend. No good. Down for the count.
Well, it is that time of year where it does happen, unfortunately. But I hope you feel better, buddy.
Thank you. We're just gonna play through.
Yeah. So today, Kevin, excited to a couple of things. Debbie's going to come on briefly before we get into DJ's presentation about some down payment assistance financing. So I thought that would be a good topic that we haven't really covered in all the time that we do financing updates. And there are a lot of programs have come back, and while some of us maybe that's not my market, it is a good thing to understand and know what's out there. So Debbie's going to review that. That's awesome. And then DJ Bibb from Fidelity National Title, I've known him for a long time. He's going to come on and review a really cool product, which is actually, from what I understand about it, is going to be an amazing tool for information about your local market. And we'll have DJ review that, and it'd probably be a chance to even have an interactive questions for DJ in this department, because it's a powerful tool. And so we're going to learn about that. Before we get started, just want to remind everybody, please get your files in well ahead of your closing date and your desire to have your CDA. The process works really well when it is done efficiently and done in layers and not at file dumping. File dumping does not work for anybody. It doesn't work for the company, and it doesn't work for the agent, and it doesn't work for Lauren and her team. So just a reminder, please be aware of that. We want to run this company as efficient as possible. We want you to get paid at close of escrow, but we can only do that if we all follow efficient measures to do that. And so some of you guys have gotten really good at it. So I want to thank the agents that have been mindful of it. And we have others that are still have that tendency to file dump. So let's try to do better there, and everyone gets paid faster, and we work at a much more efficient pace and process.
Amen, Bill. And then also, real quick, is we're going to start a new little program for, on the screen is the Alta app. And one thing that we want to add, and this was a great suggestion by Karen Ross, and something that we've been thinking about for a long time, is we want to create a spot on the app where you guys can log in and check out trusted ancillary service providers. So if you've got a great painter or a contractor or a great termite guy in your area, what I'd love for you to do is send me an email or send me a text and just let me know who they are, what they do, and I'm going to build out a spot on the website, or I'm sorry, on the app. It'll probably go on the website as well, but the app will be able to provide that information for you guys. So if you get a listing possibly in a new area, or you just maybe you don't have a good ancillary service provider like that, it might be a really good resource. So please do submit to me, Kevin at altarealtygrp.com. Any great service providers that you've had, you've vetted, you've worked with in the past, you love these guys. It'll be a great opportunity for you to promote that person to the other agents. You can even let them know, hey, I'm going to be promoting you, and I'd like you to promote me as well as a real estate agent. So really good synergy that we can build there.
Great idea, Kevin.
Absolutely. So let's bring on Debbie Saccone. Hold on 1 second. Debbie, I believe you have access. No, you don't. Hold on. Let me fix that. All right, Debbie, you have been promoted to panelist. It's a big deal, I know. Now all you got to do is turn on your microphone.
Okay. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Okay. So, we have a lot of different down payment assistance programs. one with, CalHFA. Everybody's familiar with CalHFA. They used to have the closing cost assistance also, but none of them really have that right now. It's just down payment. So even with CalHFA, they'll assist in 3% down for conventional or 3.5% down for FHA. Interest rate is around 7.875%. And but they're not helping with the closing costs. Sometimes, there's a lot of different ways. If somebody does have some money, let's say even enough for the closing costs, maybe we could switch that to using that money for the down payment and having the closing costs paid some other way. Because the CalHFA program, for example, the down payment is borrowed. So they're walking into a property at basically 100% financing against that property. So although it's good and it's a way to get in to the property, there's other ways that we could maneuver that money. Also, somebody could go with the CalHFA program, getting the down payment assistance and having, we could see if the seller could pay the closing costs. So I'm going to see, how do I do that? Screen share. So I don't know if you guys could see this CalHFA flyer. I have these,
Absolutely.
I could send them, email them to you. This does include the ZIP, which is the second the third loan on the property for the closing costs. It's an old flyer, but they're not doing that at the very moment. Another program, which I think is really great, is zero down payment. Okay, so this is zero down payment. The way that they do that, it is an FHA loan. I can also send you this flyer because it does give a little bit of information on the flyer. It's a little bit different than CalHFA. CalHFA, you have to be a first-time home buyer, meaning you can't have owned a home in the last 3 years. There's debt to income ratio limitations based on credit score. There's income limitations, although it's quite generous, I think, for the most part. But if you go with the zero down payment program, okay, there's no limitations. There's no first-time home buyer limitations. There's no, well, there is a normal FHA debt to income ratio limitation, but there's no income limitation either. So this could be also a really good avenue. There's, because it's FHA, there is 3.5% down payment, not required by the buyer. They turn it into a loan. So it's, pretty much like CalHFA, it's borrowing the down payment, but they turn it into a loan with a payment based on a 10-year amortization. And you've got your first at a 96.5% loan to value. So it's the same thing. You put 3.5% down, except that gets turned into a loan. And then you could always figure out how to get the closing costs paid if the buyers have absolutely no money, by way of getting the seller to cover that. So there's also other down payment assistance programs that we have where the down payment, because even with CalHFA, you have to pay back the down payment portion of it because it's borrowed money. At some point, you don't have to make payments on the CalHFA down payment assistance, but it's there. And if you ever try to refinance or sell the property, you're going to have to pay that silent second off at some point. But we also have down payment assistance programs where the second is forgiven, or there's no payback requirement for the down payment. So we have a lot of different down payment assistance or zero down payment options But I'll just, mention, honestly, there's a price to pay for all of them. Probably higher interest rate, or you have to pay back the second in some fashion. But there's so many different programs out there, it would make your head spin. So give me a call. Maybe we could find the right program for your client. I could be in a commercial. Anyway,
I think you have been, Debbie.
I have been in a commercial. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And yeah, I know a lot of you are really starting to call me and put those deals together. And I am like so happy to help you. So don't hesitate to give me a call, okay? And have fun doing what you're doing.
Heck yeah, Debbie. All right, anything to add there, Bill?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to, I think it's good for everybody just to understand what is out there as far as, once again, we always talk about solutions and talk about finding ways to get more buyers, finding ways to close deals, finding ways where we think maybe it's not a possibility. You could have a young couple that is, great income. Maybe they just don't have the down payment. Maybe they have great credit. Maybe they just don't have that piece to the puzzle. And now we have a way to get them into a property. And so, it doesn't work for all of us. Some of us have different clientele and different niches, but this is something that will make a difference, in your real estate business if you can find those opportunities.
That is a fact, Bill. All right, good. So with that said, and I love all your information, Debbie. Thank you very much. We're going to bring on DJ Bibb. DJ, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. First off, thank you for having me. I appreciate being here with you all. Bill and Tim invited me here today because they thought having a title partner involved would help bring some value and education to everything that you guys are trying to accomplish here. So a little bit about myself. I've been in the business for just about 20 years. And although I work with many different kinds of real estate professionals, land developers, mortgage brokers, commercial brokers, the core of my business and where I started in the business has always been working with, residential. High-end residential has always been kind of my passion for the business. And I built my business not by being the guy who asked the most people for business. That was never my approach. My approach has always been to provide the most value to my clientele or to my customers. My thought process and my belief is that if I could be the guy who brings the most value, I would never have to ask for the business. People would trust in us and be compelled to want to use us. So that's why Bill and Tim have asked me to be here, and I'm glad to be. So every time I come on, I'm going to try to bring as much value to you guys as I can. And that's going to come in the form of real estate education, whether it's, some nuances that we're seeing through complicated transactions or new laws that are passing, or through innovative technologies that will help you guys grow your business and be more confident in your business and be more efficient at your business. We're all in this together, and being at a big company, we have all the tools and technologies to help you guys do that. So I'm going to come on here from time to time, and I'm going to bring you guys some hopefully interesting and exciting things, which brings me to today. I'm going to share a product called Altos Market Reports. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Altos. They are not brand new. They've been around for a couple years, but they have been growing, and they are, in my opinion, they are probably the best market report out there right now. So let me share my screen and we'll go ahead and take a look, and you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Well, that's fantastic, DJ. Appreciate it.
Okay, here we go. This is what an Alta market report looks like. Now, the reason why I think these are so great is not only because of the data points that they show, and they try to keep it, as clean and simple as possible, but because these come out every week. That's right, these come out every Monday. So this is about as close to real time as anybody can get. And they are formatted by either an individual city or a zip code. So literally right here in the search bar, I can punch in any zip code in the country, and instantaneously it's going to generate this report for us to look at. It then breaks down by single family houses and condos. So you can look at either one at a time. Right now, we're looking at 92660. That's the zip code that I'm in here in Newport Beach. And I'll just identify some quick things on here. One, you have this market action index. Okay. This shows their evaluation of, is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? And this number kind of will fluctuate week to week. So as you can see, they say it's a strong seller's market right now, just because there's not much inventory. Now, if we go over to this right side, right, real-time market profile, this will give us kind of the meat of the report and a kind of a snapshot. It's got median list price, it's got median price of new listings, price per square foot, average days on market, median days on market. And here is one of what I think right now is probably the most powerful stats on here. And I actually have been talking about this to my clients this week. Price decreased. Finally, it's interesting. I just talked about there not being much inventory, but interestingly enough, we have seen some inventory start to sit and start to build. And people are starting to talk to their clients about price reductions, which is kind of a new thing we haven't experienced, in a while. But as you can see right here, 47% of homes in this zip code that are currently on the market are experiencing some form of a price reduction. So the reason that is so powerful is if you were going to go in and talk to your client about a price reduction, this is a great stat and illustration to show. And what I really love about this report in general is you can scroll back. So if I hover over it, it gives me the percentage and it gives me the date. And then I scroll back over time and it jumps 1 week at a time. And you can see how the statistic has changed. So it doesn't just give a snapshot in time, but it actually gives, a history. Moving on, price increases. We're not seeing any of those right now. Relisted, these are properties that have been on the market at some point and are coming back on. So 6% of the active inventory has already been seen on the market. You've got your total inventory, median rent, and then again, your market action, which is this number again over here. So, and then if we scroll down, right, we get kind of a deeper look into the same stats that we were looking at above. So as you can see above, we can scroll back week by week for what looks like 6 months. If you scroll down here, you can look back over the last several years, and it goes through time. So that is a very powerful and deeper look at all the same stats we were looking at above. And if you go to this drop down, you can see all the different options. So you can view each of them in this bigger format. So if we look at price decreases, you can see over time, we used to see a lot of price reductions. And then through the COVID years, we really didn't. And now all of a sudden, they're starting to spike again. So anyhow, that is that view. And then if we scroll down below, it shows us some market segments. So this takes the entire market and breaks it down into 25% increments of each of our price segments or categories. And so you can see price per foot, you can see lot sizes, just the general stats, the days on market. This is very interesting. So you can see which price points are selling quicker than others. And again, this is all custom to any city or any zip code that you guys work in. And you can click over to condos and you can get the same information. Now, what's great about these is not just, your ability to view and to use it and to use them for your conversations with your clients, but you can also share these. These are great content for social media, for email blasts. And if you go to the share icon, It gives you a variety of ways where you can share this report. You can do it as a PDF. You can do a single page PDF, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I like emailing it. I think your clients having the ability for the interactive part of being able to scroll back through time is a huge way, and the best way to show it. But you can't always do that on social media. So just screenshots or in the Facebook format, is also a great way.
DJ, we have a quick question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Charles Barnes asks, why is there such a big difference between the median list price and the median price of new listings? Any insight there?
Oh, well, the median price of new listings, that's the price of listings that have come on this week. That's their definition of new, is since the last report.
Got it. So it's a week. The median price of new listings is just the last week.
It's just the last week. So
okay.
There may not be that much data in there. There may be just a couple units. So this report, you can access it a few ways. You can subscribe and have this sent to you every week. We can do it monthly if you prefer. Or you can just simply save the link. The links never expire. So you can save the link and pull it up yourself and punch in any zip code you want. And there you have it. So there's lots of ways where we can get this to you. People have asked, can this be branded to the realtor? It's a great question. And yes, it can be. This is something that we as a title company pay for. So we can provide it to you guys for free. And it's got to be branded to us in that way. But if you guys really liked it and you wanted to provide it as a drip campaign or a way to keep in touch with your clientele, you can sign up for your own account. I believe it's $50 or $100 a month for, I think, unlimited subscribers. So you could actually brand it to yourself and have it go on automatically to your clients. But on the flip side, I've had a lot of clients, a lot of agents tell me that they like it coming from, the biggest title company in the world. They think it adds, some more credibility having it come from us rather than, from your brokerage or from yourselves.
This is such an amazing tool, DJ, and it's actually exceeded my expectations, to be honest. There's so many angles to how this can help our agents with their business, from listing appointments to price reduction, ammunition, to, like you said, the branding on the social media. I see both sides of that coin, as far as, like you said, having the Fidelity partner side, or putting it as your own, your own basically, provided report as it coming branded from yourself. But what a powerful tool, and to be able to get this basically real time, like you said, in every week. To me, you just have your thumb on the pulse of your market. And that's the beauty, that why this helps our company so much, is because we have so many agents spread regionally across the state of California. This isn't, I know you've provided one here just as a Newport Beach as the example, but this could be out in Corona. This could be out in Coachella Valley. This could be out in Sacramento. It could be anywhere that you're working in your local market. And to have this data is so powerful. I mean, it is really, I can't see any downside for incorporating this into your business.
Yeah, I agree. So I just pulled up Corona. Now you're looking at the report for Corona. It's really that quick and that easy.
And what I also like about it, it's just the layout is very clean, very user-friendly, very easy to navigate, easy to understand. And that'll translate to your clients as well, right? So if you're reviewing this with your client, or in a listing presentation, you want this to be a part of your overall information to give to your sellers. It's very easy for them to understand too the basic major components of the market and what it's doing. And so I do like this layout. I do like it's clean, and it's very easy to read and to get the information out of it.
Yeah, thanks. I agree. I've seen a lot of agents use it in a lot of different ways. I see them take this real-time market profile and they'll do a screenshot and they'll use it as the green screen background for like an Instagram video, a reel, and they'll go ahead and talk about, one particular stat and what that means for their marketplace, trying to, spark thought processes and interests of their clients. So a lot of neat ways to use it. If you guys are interested in this and you guys would like it, Bill's going to be emailing out my contact info. Just reach out to me, and we'll get you guys set up with this in any way that you want it.
Yeah. So I think Kevin put DJ's phone number on there. We want to, well, Kevin, we could put his contact out in the replay, right?
Yes, of course.
So we'll get this out to every one of you guys, DJ's contact information. What's the best way for them to email you, or to what's the best way for them to get on your distribution list for this, DJ, or start
Sure.
getting this information from you?
Just to contact me, I've got my phone number here at the top, and I've got my website right there. But my email address is simply djbibb@fnf.com. That's like Fidelity National Financial. So call, text, email, and anything is easy.
And I just want, yeah. And just before we let DJ go, I just want to let you guys know, I've known DJ for better part of 20 years. I think we probably got in the business around the same time, DJ. I was working at a high-end boutique firm here in Newport Beach, and DJ was getting his business started in the title world. And so I've known DJ for many, many years. And he is a pro's pro, is what I'll refer to DJ as. And he is somebody that can help you in your business, in your day-to-day needs, in your technology. And so we're gonna start bringing DJ on probably at least twice a month, I think, as we develop this title side and the technology and how he and Fidelity can help all of us with our business. He's going to be a great asset, and what better company to partner with than Fidelity? The reputation speaks for themselves, and they don't, it's the top notch all the way. So we're really excited to have DJ be a part of this moving forward. And if you don't have a good title asset in your pocket right now, I think you really need to consider DJ as a resource for you. You're going to see how much value he's going to bring to your business and to Alta Realty Group. So I will leave it there. DJ, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you, buddy. And I know Kevin's excited. Probably wheels are turning too about some of the marketing components here.
Oh, big time. Yeah. So, when you're able to provide this kind of data to your clients, you're just, again, providing value, which is what we always want to do as agents. And that's how we get the referral. You're actually providing value, you're providing really good information. And the layperson doesn't have access to this stuff. They're not looking at this stuff. So really good stuff, DJ. Really appreciate you coming on the webinar. Again, if you guys have a good local ancillary service providers, please send me, who they are, their contact information, website if they have one. And, if you can, just a quick synopsis of, why you like them. We'll be putting that out onto the website and the app, and that'll be another great resource for all of us. So good stuff. With that said, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, and one thing, Kevin, I know probably running out of time here, but I emailed you a quick 4-minute update from Matt Ishbia, President CEO of United Wholesale, and he was on one of the market reports talking about state of the financing and housing market. And I think we can play that next week. I think it's worthy 4 minutes of our time to hear what he's saying and what he's seeing as the top wholesale mortgage lender in the United States, and what his outlook is for the rest of the year and through the coming election year. So it's 4 minutes, action packed, very informative, very good stuff. So we'll curb that to next week, but I want everyone to be a part of that as well.
For sure. You know what I'll do, Bill, is I just put that in the chat, the YouTube video. So if you do want to get a preview of that, you can go ahead and just click that in the link and check that out yourself. But yeah, I think that's a great idea we'll have that on the webinar next week.
Awesome.
All right, perfect, agents. Well, thanks again for coming on the webinar. We really appreciate your time and you guys taking this small segment out of your day to learn more and to further your business. So get out there, make it a great week and a productive week, and we will see you guys next Wednesday on the webinar. Thanks a lot.